points in the game.
In Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs taking on last year's national champions, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense will get first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense. For similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Looking to pass. It's Otis. Snags it over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pucks it out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David.
There he goes! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in.
Touchdown, Jayhawk! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to throw, it's Otis. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the move, it's Willihan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Willihan. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd.
SMU, 3.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Good man! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looking for a man. It's Otis. Makes the grab.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent.
Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Otis. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Looking for room at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 13 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Jayhawks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Otis. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Going for it all. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put the...
There he goes! He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Motion from the back. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And the route is on. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Complete to start this drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Otis. He's got the back in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Just can't take a sack on 2nd down there in the red zone because that's already been the problem for this offense. They've been having to settle for field goals and not score touchdowns. They have been able to drive the football. They're just not finishing those drives, and the pass rush of this defense is right now a big reason why.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And it slips just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be calling a hot route. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
and you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Willingham. Touchdown, Rock Chop! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kansas 42, SMU 12.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Otis. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Kansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
SMU 12.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out
Wide open spaces. He's at the... and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Makes the grab, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be brought down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Willihan. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Straight ahead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Willihan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you
Turning it on. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
SMU 12.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
3rd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 15. And that's a 1st down for the offense.